kids, 14 jobs.
How are these kids picked, by the way?
How are they picked?
How are they picked?
Most of it, so basically what Tony will do is he'll put feelers out, he wants to be a coach, and then the coach will say, yeah, I can find players. So they were looking for 17 players, 15 skaters, 2 goalies. When I say North, they really are North kids.
Yeah.
As we joke, we call them their 3-2-0 or 2-1-8 kids. This is your hometown, so most of them are going to be from that area.
Okay.
In the Metro, the South kids are literally all D6s, we call them, so it's southwest corner of the Metro. Edina, Bloomington, Chaskashan, Minnetonka, Edina. The red is east, so they're all basically east suburbs as well.
Two halves.
Correct.
All 15 minutes?
Nope.
FVP Auto Parts Work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works. FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP. Reach for what works.
Starting on defense, number 5, John Kramer. On defense, number 7, Cam Coulter. Starting on the wings, number 4, Will Cullen. And number 12, Colby Chido. And starting at center, number 6, Joey Cullen. And now let's welcome the rest of the North team. Down the starting lineups for the home team. South starting goal, number 1, Zach Treehair. Starting on defense, number 14, Riley Cook. And number 2, Taylor Furman. Starting on the wings, number 10, Griffin Nutter. And 18, Dylan. And starting at center for South, number 6, Dean Stevens. Now let's welcome the rest of the South team. South is coached by Joe Brady. Ladies and gentlemen, we will ask that you stand as you are able. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Pleasant good morning to you from the Bloomington Ice Gardens, the start of a big day of youth hockey here on the Hub. It's the finals in 7 different age groups for the Stars of Tomorrow Championships, brought to you by FVP Parts. And we start this morning with the U10s. And you see the North versus the South in our first game. The North is in white. They'll be working right to left as we call the first period for you, the first half, I should say. And the South team is in the home gold. They'll play 2 18-minute halves. Jeff Pappas, my name, and it's time for the opening face-off of a big day of hockey here from Bloomington. And it's back in the South zone from the face-off. Brooks Suter of Edina, number 5, playing it ahead. And these are kids roughly from the geographic areas that they represent. Chance to watch them show their stuff today. Joey Cullen of Moorhead plays it into the zone, and it's offside. And we get a stoppage of play, but not necessarily of time. Running time here. And now they stop the clock. Okay, so I was in error there. They just didn't stop the clock after the first stoppage. So it's early yet. It's about before 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and we're playing. We can forgive perhaps a little caffeine-induced issue here as puck played in the South zone to the right side, and that's Suter backing it off the boards. And it's going to be held in. And a wrist shot deflected, and we get a stoppage. Puck blown dead as even Honvet of Warroad, Hockey Town, USA, despite what Detroit tells you. And we'll have a face-off coming up in the South zone. Usually the North is actually, you know what, I made my first mistake today. And I got the teams backwards. How do you like that? There's the first goal of the game. Boy, I'm glad I got that right before the puck goes into the net. And the North has taken the lead after just a minute and 22 seconds. You know, they tell you, here's what the teams are wearing, and then you write down the wrong name, looking someone right in the eye. It's early for everybody. First goal of the game, and North, of that we're certain, has the lead. We'll get the goal in a minute as we recalibrate our senses here this morning. It's in the North zone. Behind the goal, Drew Corton, again of Moorhead, number 10. Playing it behind the net. Players from both teams in there. That's what my friend Bruce Siskey of UMD would call a 4-car pileup in the back corner. Here we go. Tyler Coons of Grand Forks scoring the goal with an assist to Avon Hontvet. All right. First goal in the net, and centering pass will be picked off in the slot area by the South, and they play it over to the near boards. They'll come down the near wing, and this is Jack Hare of Edina, number 7. Leaves it along the wing boards, and a long shot there by Apple Valley's Jack McNeil was wide, and the North is able to take care of business in front of its net. Puck played out towards the right point. They scrap for it there. It's going to come loose in the slot and come to the near side where the North is able to gain control. John Kramer from Moorhead, number 5. There's a little collision along the near boards. Now a wrist shot comes right on to the North goaltender, Will Arnold, also of Moorhead. There are 6 Moorhead players on this North roster. Of course, Moorhead's high school team with another strong season this year, always strong. And let's see, they've got a number of players that'll help them reload in 4 or 5 years' time. And here they come. Roderick Jackson of Warroad, number 14, over the line. He's got a full head of steam. He's forced wide, shoots and scores! My goodness! Roderick Jackson. And it's 2-0 for the North. Just a good solo effort there. 3 minutes and 3 seconds into the game, a couple of goals for the North team. Having things their own way, but Roderick Jackson with a nice effort, and his team leads it by 2. Played ahead by Cam Coulter of West Fargo. And a line rush here for the North, broken up at the south blue line. Now comes up the slot area, Will Cullen of Moorhead. Looks to center, it still has it along the near boards. Flips it towards the right edge, it comes in front, and it's steered to safety. Here comes the South back, and they got work to do here, trailing by 2 already.
Number 14, Roderick Jackson.
Now the announcement of the Roderick Jackson goal. Cullen and TJ Watiziak from Hermantown assisting on the goal. And now here comes the North back again. It's Cullen down the near wing. Looks to center, and it comes all the way through to the far boards where it's picked up by Riley Koch of Cottage Grove. Comes up the slot, but only as far as the defender on that side, and the shot is slipped wide by Coulter. And South having trouble getting out of its zone here in the early going of our first half of play. Now out to the blue line it comes, and here comes the South. Trying to pick their way through center. Oliver Perrin of Bloomington, he lost possession, and it's picked up by Coons over the line. Looks to center, and it rolls all the way through the slot to the far side. Woodbury's Henry Meyer down the far side. Will carry it over the line. Poke check there. And steered to safety as they fell by Paxton Medill of Duluth. And over the line they come again. Pass to the right. This is Benson closing in. Troy Benson then ridden off. And we played nearly 5 minutes of the first period, and the South appears to have their feet under them a little bit here after giving up a couple of early goals. Played to the blue line, and Hontvet tried to turn it and has to go back in the corner to retrieve it. Played up the far wing. And loose at neutral ice. It's sort of the amoeba mob for a moment there, and now picked up by the North. And here's Drew Corton of Moorhead coming to the line. He lost possession, and they all gather around the puck. Comes to the near side, and the South is able to gain control. Shot back ahead by Benson to the blue line. And now the South is able to restore some order as Chaska's Griffin Nutter plays it forward. Now Was all the way into the left corner, and here's Jackson. We saw Roderick Jackson already, and he gives it up in front of his goal. It's a giveaway, a shot, and a goal! And the South is on the board. Brooks Suter of Edina picking a corner, took advantage of the turnover there as Jackson tried to carry it up the middle and forced a turnover. And Brooks Suter for Edina has scored a goal at 5 minutes and 48 seconds of the first period to make it 2-1. Now to the far side it goes, and the South with some momentum and their first goal. And Hare lost possession. Recovering neatly, though, was Suter to gain possession for his team, and now the North has it in its zone. Played ahead by Roderick Jackson.
Number 16, Stevens. Assisted by number 10, Griffin Nutter, and number 16, Dylan Sherman.
Now, with 11:36 to go in the period, it's played all the way through to the near side. And the South looking for space up the near wing, and here they come as they catch the North on a change. This is McNeil closing in, and poke checked off his stick and played off to the far boards. And in control there is Colby Chiodo from Grand Rapids, a great hockey school. And now it's Jack Hare playing it down behind the net and controlled. Wojciak behind the goal, feeds the far boards. And Chiodo tries to clear it and can't. Rolling out towards the left point and now comes out to center, and they break out 3 wide. Over the line they come. Cullen threw it across and unable to connect with Chiodo, who takes it to the far boards. Tries to feed the left point, and the D-to-D pass comes out to center. And Coulter backtracks, now tries to rink wide. And it's picked up now by Chiodo. Dances through the middle, comes over the line, closes in, shoots, and a save. The goaltender, I don't think, really knew where it was. Zach Traharn of Minneapolis. It was a difficult shot to save, but he got enough of it, and now here comes the South over the line. Meyer goes behind the goal. Henry Meyer of Woodbury puts on the brakes. Looks to center it, loose at the left edge, and played behind the net. And it's going to be rung around on the boards to the near side. North able to get possession, and out they come with Coulter. Over the line, Coulter looks, city centers, has a man open, and a goal! Boy, that was pretty. 3-1. Might have been Cullen there. He's got his jersey tucked in. We're going to have to wait and see, but it's 3-1 for the North. We played 7 minutes and 59 seconds of the first half. We got the announcement. North in possession in its zone. Benson plays it ahead to center as the North eyes a third goal. And it is Cullen, as a matter of fact, scoring the goal. Joey Cullen from Cam Coulter and Will Cullen. And it's 3-1. Here comes the North again, and trying to drag the puck through the slot was Benson. Goes over to the far boards. North in the saddle by 2 goals as we come up on the halfway point of our first half. Now trying to swing around and jam it at the left edge. Good opportunity there for Honvet. Now it comes to center, and the South is able to break down the near wing. This is Koch in the circle, shoots and ended a ticket for the top corner, but wound up sailing over the top of the cage. To the far boards, Coons tries to play it ahead, gets it as far as the point. And now it's picked up by Honvet, who comes out to center down the near wing. Honvet over the line. Plays it around behind the goal. I believe that's Johnny Olness, number 8 from Moorhead, in for the puck. Now it's played around behind in the south zone to the far side. Koch plays it ahead, can't get it out, and puck rolls up the slot and unable to see the net. Jackson plays it around to the far boards, comes into the slot, picked up there by Jackson Perrin. And played out to center. Wojciak. Rink wide pass, and it's picked up by Jackson. Here he comes again. Jackson goes down. Loose in the left corner of the zone. A centering pass comes right in front, and a scramble for it. They score! Jackson believes he has it, and it's 4-1. Ten minutes and 14 seconds of the first period, and Roderick Jackson is showing he likes to join the play. He's been playing defense, and he's had a solo rush, and now finds himself parked at the edge of the goal crease. Now a centering pass and another point blank shot. That time Treharn had the answer, and here comes the South 2-on-1. Down the wing, shot and a goal, and they come right back. Dean Stevens, I believe. No, is that it? That is, I'm having a hard time reading that number. I apologize. But in any event, it is 4-2. Not the easiest numbers to read. But in any event, it is 4-2. And it was in fact Stevens. Suter's on the ice now. So Roderick Jackson's goal is being announced now. All right, here comes the South hanging in there. Hare over the line. Peels off in the circle. Now a diagonal pass will roll towards the blue line and come out to center. And it is Dean Stevens scoring his second of the game. Sherbin and Perrin getting assists for the South. .10:31, the time of the goal, and it's 4-2 here in the early going. 6.5 minutes to play in our first half. Behind the South goal, Hare spins, throws it up the middle, and it comes out to center. Working back to his right, Drew Corton plays it to the line, and it's knocked back into the zone deep to the right. Going after it there is Coulter. Behind the North goal, sidesteps the first forechecker, then has trouble, plays it off to the left boards. And a pass up the middle, and here comes the North. This is Benson over the line. He's got a half break. He goes in, he shoots, and a save made by Treharn. Behind the goal, North looking for a fifth goal here in the opening half, but South is able to hold them off momentarily. We have a whistle as the goal is moved, I believe. We're going to get a face-off. 5:41 to play in our first half, and it's a 4-2 lead for the North. In the U10s, these are 2010 born players. And they're going to get a point blank shot, and Treharn with a glove catch and a nice one off a shot by Trey Benson. They're going to get another face-off in the zone. The Minneapolis goaltender. And from the face-off, the South breaks out up the middle and headed off at the blue line. There was Meyer, now played back into the zone. Meyer now cuts for the slot as North able to get the puck behind its goal now, and we'll try the near side. Perrin in the half wall centers, and then there's nobody home. Here comes the North back. Over the line they come. There's a shot that's on to Treharn that is pushed wide off the stick of Coons. It's over 5 minutes to play in the first half, and these halves are going to get longer the older the players get. Here they come. The South 2-on-1, a shot over the top of the cage by Meyer. Now the North trying to break out. Comes to the left side, and it's picked up by Koch. Plays it around behind the net. And Roderick Jackson reversing the other way. And if there's a man he can beat by skating, he will try to do so. Here's Roderick Jackson carrying it in. Backhanded shot. He takes the shot and a save by Treharn. Comes off to the left boards. Good opportunity there for Roderick Jackson. Maybe looking like Jordan Greenway a little bit in Washington the other night. For the Wild, we got a whistle. We're going to have a penalty. Tripping penalty. First of the game, and we're going to see a power play. It's going to go against the North, and heading off to the penalty box is Paxton Medill. Now here comes the South in, trailing by 2, but on a power play. Now it's stolen away, and here comes the North back. Pass up the middle. And a little give and go there. Fails to connect is Will Olek of Duluth, unable to thread his pass through. And now it's intercepted by Oliver Perrin. Plays it back behind the goal for the South with under 4 minutes to go. They got 90 seconds of power play to work with. Down the near wing they come. There's a shot that's knocked over the top of the cage as Stevens bidding for a hat trick. Comes in front. And Stevens again with a poke at it, and he just knocked it wide. North able to control, and here they come. Coulter through the middle. They are 3-on-2 while shorthanded. Coulter over the line. In the circle, looks to center, and it was behind his intended receiver, Olek, and the puck comes out. Now it's the South breaking in over the line. Picked up there by Stevens, who has the hot hand for them. Lost it at the left edge of the goal. 40 seconds remaining in the power play. The puck is cleared to center, and here comes Coulter back. Over the line, Coulter with a step. He's taken down, penalty coming. And that will take care of the power play as Coulter broke in, and he was hooked to the ice by Oliver Perrin. And that will take care of the power play. 33 seconds of 4-on-4 coming. And 2:53 to go in our first half. So we'll see how the kids skate with more open ice. Doing a pretty good job so far. Well, from the face-off, it's controlled by the North's Cullen. Will Cullen, that is. Fed the point, and it's fanned on by Hontved, and here's a race for it. Hontved is able to use his body to screen off the attacking forward, and now South able to hold it in. Suter to the far boards. Tries to cut in front, does, and centers, and Knox had it go off his stick. Knox again takes a shot, floated towards the goal, right on, and a save by Arnold. Puck behind the net. South starting to buzz a little bit here. And now the first penalized player is back on, so now a power play, and a pass goes right up the middle. It's going to come all the way down the ice and right onto the goaltender. Treharn makes the prudent play, gets the glove on it, and gets a stoppage. Minute 18 of power play now for the North, and 2:11 left in the first half, which sees them leading 4-2. 2 goals for Roderick Jackson in the first half. We'll be picking an MVP of all of our games today, as they are our participating sponsor for all 7 of our championship games today. Comes to the near side, and here comes the South back. They have a 2-on-1, and over the line they come. It's Meyer closing in, and a save made by Arnold. Puck comes to the near boards, and South able to retain control. Good shorthanded rush for them. And now the North will break out through the middle, and here is Coulter down the far wing. Cuts to the slot, and then had it run off the end of his stick. Taken to the far boards, Taylor Ehrman of Woodbury. Plays it behind the goal. Koch will swing it around and get it only as far as the half wall. 38 seconds remaining in their power play. Here's Jackson shooting. And a rebound shot right on to Treharn, who makes the save, and now it's poked wide on the rebound. Good opportunity there for the North. Coons as the puck comes out to center. Here comes the South over the line. And Suter missed the net wide. Puck comes to the near side. And the North able to break out. Here's Benson over the line. Minute to go in the period. He closes in, still in possession, shoots, Treharn saves, rebound, they score! And the North on Will Olek's goal goes ahead 5-2. That's a power play goal. And it comes with 58 seconds to play, so 17:02 of our first half. It is a power play goal, and the North has a 5-2 advantage. Now the goal announced. Benson and the goaltender, Will Arnold, getting assists on the 5th goal for the North as we're down to 40 seconds to play in our first half. Comes out to center, and here's the North team working through the middle. Olek feeds it off to the right, fresh off his goal. As we'll commence having the young man back out there. We have another penalty coming against the South as a player knocked in against the boards. Slow getting up, and now the body check is called. 16 seconds to go in the first half, and the South team will again play shorthanded. See what the North can do with a second power play. Olness is on for this face-off. It's in skates. And Perrin takes the penalty, Oliver Perrin. Now, with 5 seconds to go in the period, loose in the slot. Now picked up by the South. They're carried to center. And Nutter lost possession as the first half of play comes to an end. A little push and shove exchange there at the buzzer, and the official has some words there for the players involved. Now we're going to have a little break, and we'll come back with our second half momentarily. 5-2 is our score. Remember, FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. Let's take a quick break. 5-2 after our first half of play in the U10s. This is the Stars of Tomorrow, presented by FVP Products.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works. You know what?
Back in the Bloomington Ice Gardens, waking up with you on a Sunday morning. Jeff Pappas with you with a call for our first of 7 championship games here today. South versus North in U10s, and the teams change goaltenders.
And then goal for North, number 1, Oren Jansen.
And the teams have changed goaltenders. Oren Jansen of Zimmerman is now in goal for the North team. And Marek Wozniak of Waconia is in goal for the South. And here comes the North. Over the line, it's Chodo. They have a power play and a 5-2 lead. Now top of the circle, here's a shot that floats wide of the goal. As Coulter had an opportunity, Wozniak had the angle covered and went wide. Now here comes the South breaking out. Again, shorthanded rush, shot from the circle, right on. And the puck is loose in the near corner. Henry Meyer with a shorthanded rush. And now the North trying to pick it out of there, and here they come. They'll get it to center. Chiodo down the left. He has a player breaking on the right. Chiodo cuts to the slot, then poke checked away and picked up by Meyer. Back comes the Woodbury youngster. Meyer over the line, comes to the circle, shoots, he scores! A shorthanded goal. 35 seconds remaining in the penalty. Henry Meyer of Woodbury cuts the arrears to 5-3 after 1 minute and 10 seconds of the second half of play. Play back in the left corner now of the North zone. Hontvet plays it ahead, and here's a 2-on-1. And they have a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Over the line, it's Benson, and then it's off his stick to the near boards. Behind the goal. Puck played to the left point. Hontvet holds it in, flattens it out, takes the shot, and a split save by Wozniak. It comes to the near side boards. Let's see what they add for assists to this goal. And now the goaltender's run over. And we're going to get a break in the action as the North goaltender, Oren Jansen, has took a pretty stiff shot there. But he's up and okay. Face-off is being called outside. (5-3), 16-11 to play. In the event we have overtime in any of these games, they're going to have 4-on-4 for 3 minutes, followed by 3-on-3 for 3 minutes. Interesting way to handle overtime here. It'll be fun to see. And then they will have a sudden death shootout if they're still tied after that point. Over the line they come, and this is Coulter. Poked off to the far boards. Olek after it. He's got a power play goal today. Olek tries to step around his man in the circle, lost possession, and Jack McNeil of Apple Valley comes to the boards. He lost it. Olek. He lost it in turn, and it's shot back into the North zone. Puck loose at neutral ice, and it's played ahead. McNeil at the blue line, and it poked away. And out to center it comes. And this is Ulness on his backhand. Tried to sweep it toward the net, nothing doing there. Running along the blue line, can they hold it in? Yes, they can, and it's Roderick Jackson. Steps around one man, comes in, Jackson shoots, and it was knocked over the top of the cage by Wozniak. Now a centering pass and a shot flutters wide of the goal. Comes to the near side. I can't see in that corner there, so we'll just take their word for it as the puck rolls out to the left point. Here's Chiodo playing it down into the corner. McNeil after it behind the goal. Steps around the first forechecker, but not the second, and it's knocked in against the corner boards. Now a wraparound attempt at the right edge. Comes to nothing, and it's shot all the way back into the North zone. Jackson chasing after it. Give him a chance to show his attacking skills. Roderick Jackson down the near wing, flying over the line. Still in possession behind the net. Finally, he has ridden off the puck. Comes in front of the goal, and it's backhanded ahead by Hare, back out to center. Gramer for the North. John Gramer, one of the 6 Moorhead players on this team, banks it off the boards towards the left point. Hare trying to hold it in. Now picked up by Suter. And now Meyer along the wing boards. Stole it, tried to come in front, and it's picked up and played ahead by Gramer. And down the far wing they come. Chiodo over the line. Finally, he's ridden off, and it's picked up by Brooks Suter. Cleared around on the far side. A fluttering shot from the left point by Gramer goes wide. 13-10 to play, and there's a shot knocked behind the net by Wozniak. Here comes the South back. They break out 4 wide. Over the line they come. Hare had it knocked off his stick, and now the North is able to counter. Well, they're not able to break out of the zone. They'll have to go back and try again as Coulter plays it ahead. It's picked off by Hester. He takes a shot that goes wide of the goal. Camden Hester from Edina taking that shot. Now the puck played behind the goal, controlled by Gramer. And he gets to the blue line and then had it poked off his stick over the boards and into his bench. Face-off coming up, and now the players from one of the later games are taking their warm-up runs behind us. I'd best not lean back and cause a major collision and injure some of our stars of tomorrow, and we're not here to do that, certainly. 12:27 to play. Play back to the blue line. Loose in the referee's crease area, now played ahead by Ulness of the North. He takes a shot and a glove catch by the goaltender Marek Wozniak of Waconia. First half played by Zach Treharn of Minneapolis. He faced 15 shots in that 18-minute session. So a North team that has a pretty good idea what it's trying to do out there. With 15 shots on goal and found the range 5 times. South trailing 5-3, but in possession, and over the line they come. This is Dylan Sherbin from Chaska. He's off to the far boards, puts on the brakes, poke checked away to the right point, and now back into the South zone. Polk trying to turn the play there, comes to the near side, and the South is able to break through center. Play to the line, but Taylor Ehrman unable to play it any further forward. Here's Suter banking it off the boards, trying to feed the point on that side. Now Suter behind the net. Now puts it up the slot, and it's stolen away. Nice play by Chiodo there. He plays it out to center, and it comes all the way back into the South zone. Oliver Perrin. Now loose to the blue line, and the North able to hold it in. Will Cullen feeds the near circle. Gramer. Cullen trying to find space to shoot and can't. And now maneuvering through center comes the South over the line. Unable to find room was Andy Schultz. Now down the near side comes the North back with the lead. And there's a shot that's poked wide off the defense by Gramer. Now the South trying to flip the puck ahead along the boards, unable to break out of the zone. Jackson tries to come in front. And here's a shot right on, and a good save. As the shot taken by Trey Benson was stopped by Wozniak. Comes to the left point. Played off to the far circle, and now the South trying to chip it off the boards and get it out of the zone. They do play it out to center. And this is Roderick Jackson. Lost possession, and now carrying in for the South is Perrin. He takes a shot, and a stick save made by the goaltender Oren Jansen. Now a centering pass comes through, and a great stop. Oren Jansen with a super play there as he goes post to post and takes the centering pass right out of the air and gets a stoppage and gets a congratulatory swat from every one of his teammates on the ice. And rightly so. 9:49 to go in the second half of our first game. Now behind the net, the South losing possession, and here's Benson. Tried to split 2 defenders, turned over the puck. Here's a fluttering shot that goes wide by Griffin Nutter. Now a centering pass will come all the way through to the right point. Hustling after it is Bauer Sullivan from Rosemount. Plays it behind the goal. And Coulter to the near side. And then he lost it trying to play it past two white shirts. And now the North having trouble getting out of its zone all of a sudden. Gramer behind the goal. Flips it ahead, and now the pass does connect. And a good pass to the right, carrying on over the line. Coulter. 8:50 to play. And the South able to bring the puck to center. Pass to the right from Knox Luther from Edina. It's coming to the near side. And it's picked up by McNeil. Plays it into the zone. And then able to hold the zone, but only momentarily. It's just played back into the zone to the left. Chasing after it is Sullivan, and he will get there first. And then he goes down as he's under check. Loose along the far boards and out to center. Poked ahead and trying to clean up through the middle. South finally able to play it over the line. Meyer was that a strong game for them. Now the North able to play the puck ahead to the blue line and not able to control it was Chiodo. Back comes the South as everyone crashes in on the middle. Here's a shot that goes wide by Meyer. Off to the far boards it goes. Hontved chasing after it. And at the red line, now at the blue, Hontved over the line, and he gives the puck up. Here's Chiodo shooting, and it goes over the top of the goal. Hontved after it in the corner. Now Chiodo centers it. It comes up the slot. And unable to pull the trigger there was Will Cullen. Banked off and now played out to center. 7:17 to play. 5-3. North is on top, and here's a giveaway in front of the goal. Centering pass, loose at the left edge, and Hester unable to steer it ahead. Comes to the near boards for Hare. He swings it through, and it comes all the way to the far side. Hester after it. Tried to shoot and couldn't. Now it's picked up by Hontved at center. Over the line, Hontved swings past one man, comes to the circle, takes a shot. He scores! Hontved from a sharp angle along the left boards. Makes it 6-3. 11-12 of the second half, and the first goal for the North team. And his team leads it by 3 now with under 7 minutes to play.
North goal scored by number 15, Aiden Hontved. Assisted by number 12, Colby Chino, and number 14, Roderick Jackson.
Chiodo and Jackson get assists on the goal, so Roderick Jackson with 2 goals and an assist. And we have an offside called. 6:27 to play. And the North in the saddle, 6-3. South in possession in its zone. Koch plays it ahead as he spun around in his zone. And back out to center it comes. Perrin, rink wide to the near side. That's stolen by Jackson. As he falls, he plays it in. And then stole the pass. Gave it back to Benson. Now played behind the North goal. To the wing boards, and Jackson trying to control it there, and it comes out to center as Wojciak will turn and play it back in. 5:40 left, and a 6-3 lead for the North. Players get tangled up in the circle, and a backhanded shot comes all the way through off the stick of Benson. Now it's tipped ahead. Here comes the South. Sherbin down the far wing. It's a 3-on-1 against Jackson over the line. Looks to center from a sharp angle. He shoots, and a save made by Jansen. Comes up the slot. And then finally it's picked up and shot all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing call. Only seen a couple of those in this game as Gramer did the right thing as they were scrambling in front of his goal. He just got a stoppage, so we're going to face off back in the north zone with 5:11 to play. Play behind the north goal. Over 5 to play. Comes towards the left point. It's going to be held in there momentarily by Jackson Perrin. Comes out to center. Sullivan on the turn at the red line. Takes it deep. Now comes out the near side. Still in possession. Gone all the way around the defense and finally leaves it for Jackson Perrin, who takes the shot that's blocked at the defense. And here comes the north back. Jackson Perrin breaks it up and then feeds an open wing on the far side. It comes back to the left side, and Gramer trying to stick handle his way out of trouble. Now gave the puck away, and Dean Stevens, looking for a hat trick, lifts one over the top of the goal. Here comes the north back. This is Will Cullen. Over the line, and it's offside as he overskated the puck and put himself offside with 4:10 to play. Good start to our championship Sunday here. Again, this game's in 7 different classifications. Play is in the south zone with just under 4 minutes to go now. It comes through center, and it's picked up by Meyer over the line. He can't control it, but carrying on is Hester. Shot, save made. As Oren Jansen has had most of the answers here in the second half. Now the puck is shot the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the North with 3:35 to play. Next game is scheduled for 9 o'clock, and it's the U12s, the girls. Now a timeout has been taken. 3:35 to play. Going to be the West team versus the North starting at 9 o'clock. We'll also have the boys U12s at 10:30. And we'll finish up with the 2006 girls and boys at noon and 1:30. And then the 2005 boys and girls at 3 o'clock and 4:30. So there's a full day and into the evening hockey ahead here on the Youth Hockey Hub today as the stage of the year where we're having fun. The high school seasons are over, and before we get off to the summer camps and some of the summer tournaments, we will see some fun opportunities to see some talented youngsters play. That's what we're dedicated to today. I thank FVP Parts for their sponsorship all season long and for sponsoring this special day as well. Goaltender pulled for the South. And so they'll play with 6 with 3:20 to play. And now behind the South goal, Hare leaves it. Played up the near wing. They need 3 goals. And it comes to center. They come out with a 2-on-1. Koch over the line. Nice centering pass and a stick save made by Oren Jansen, and he stopped Meyer. Puck rolls towards the right point, and Suter controls it there, banks it off the boards. Comes in front, and the South still able to keep possession. And it's going to be poked out to center, and here's a race for it. And Koch will get there first. Feeds it up the near wing boards. 2:40 to play. And the shot goes just wide of the goal. Now the North is going to get possession along the goal line and try to center. South able to break out, and here they come again. Suter over the line, and he goes down. Puck played off to the near side boards. 2:13 left. Whistle, and we have a penalty. With 2 minutes and 11 seconds to play, a cross-checking penalty is going to be called against the South, and that will negate the advantage of the extra skater. Goaltender will remain out, though, and they'll play 5 skaters aside with 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go, and a power play now for the North team. Still 5 skaters against 5 with no goaltender, of course. And the penalty is against Dean Stevens. Cross-checking penalty, and now the North has possession. Gramer behind his goal. Under 2 minutes left. And Hester gets possession behind the goal. In the slot as he falls. Feeds the puck to the slot, and it's stolen away by Ulness. Plays to center. And now carrying on for the South is McNeil over the line. He's 1 against 4 as they just collapse on him. Now the North will play it out to center with 90 seconds to go. Sullivan goes back deep in his zone for the South team. He'll ring the net with it. And he is spun around. Another penalty coming. And that is going to go against the North. It's a holding penalty. And it will restore the skater advantage. And the penalty is against Olek for holding, and it's going to be 5 skaters against 4 with a goaltender pulled with 1:21 to play. Played into the North zone to the right with 1:15 left. And chasing after it for the North is Coulter. He falls behind the net, and the South with an opportunity shot from a sharp angle and a blocker pad save by Jansen. And puck comes out to center. North able to play it ahead. Will Cullen over the line. Lost it. Last minute of play. And here comes the South. Play to the near side. Stevens after it. Shoots. And it's deflected by the defense wide. Well, backhanded centering pass can't connect as Hester tried to play it ahead. It's rolling right towards the open net, and it just rolls wide. And we got a stoppage for icing. 34 seconds to play. Each team with a player in the penalty box. The South will get a player back in 24 seconds. North is shorthanded for the remainder of the contest, barring a quick power play goal here, but they get possession and carry it out. Chiodo down the far wing is introduced to the wall. And Meyer comes out with 23 seconds to go. Meyer over the North line tries to cut to the slot, and it's poke checked off his stick by Coulter. Tries to break through center. Coulter beats man to the outside, and then it's knocked away by the diving defender with 7 seconds to go. Comes to the left point, and now that'll just about do it as Hontved clears it, and that will end the game. And the celebration from the North players who have won this event. By 6-3. We have an award presentation, we're told. Our FVP, MVP of this game is Roderick Jackson of Warroad. And what a game he had for the North team. 2 goals and an assist, and showed some real fine puck handling skill, good turn of foot, and some fine positional sense as well. Roderick Jackson, 2 goals today, the FVP, MVP of our game. We'll get the handshakes, and I'm told there is an awards ceremony after, so we'll just wait and see if that is in fact the case. Teams now will shake hands, and we'll see how that plays out. But a fun morning here. First of 7 games now in the books, and a 6-3 win for the North over the South in the U10 boys, and they are feeling it, as you can see, with a celebration not atypical of that age group.
Shots on goal in the second period for South, 8 for North, 6. Saves by the goaltenders. South number 30, Merrick Wozniak, 5. And North's number 1, Oren Jensen, 7.
We'll get the awards.
Again, congratulations to both teams. And the 2019 Stars of Tomorrow Tournament MVP from Team North, number 15, Avon Hockman. Avon will be presented a plaque and a hat by Prior Lake Hockey royalty, Brad Soderberg.
MVP for the tournament was given to Avon Hontved of Warroad. Also, he and Roderick Jackson both in the same class. Warroad will be just fine. Thank you very much. They had a strong game here today. Final score 6-3 in our first game. We are back in a little bit with the the U12 girls starting at 9 o'clock. Mind you, FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze. Stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. North wins it 6-3 in our first game. Jeff Pappas thanking you for watching here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Back with more at 9 o'clock.
FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works. FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.